One of my subscribers was like, "Hey dummy, put some tape around the handle." Okay, here we go. The Homestead box I've been waiting for. Oh, it's so glorious. I love it when people send me knives and axes. I'm excited. I got some more boiled linseed oil. Check this out. If you wanted to know what boiled linseed oil does when it gets inside your axes, it dries out and becomes this thick, heavy, goopy, gelatinous mass. And I'm about out. There's not much left in this container. So perfect timing. Oh, I'm excited. Man, I got the puck. I don't have an axe puck, and I don't know why I don't. I just never end up buying one. Got some green compound and a leather strop. So we're going to put this on a board, and we're going to make our own strop. We got a number 8 Opinol, which is a fantastic little knife. We'll get into that. Light duty, good pocket knife. Nice little sanding block that'll help us with making our strop. And then the Condor Classic. Check this thing out. Man, I like it. This has a longer handle for its size, okay? So let me give you some comparisons here. We got a full extra 2 inches there of handle, but also one thing that's interesting about this is the handle is significant in girth. It is a wide, thick handle. Look at that beef in there, huh? Now, this doesn't necessarily work with my hands, but it will with some. So what you get here is, as you grow with axes and you start to learn what you like in a handle, you can tailor this handle. They've left you enough meat here to tailor it how you like it. So this is awesome, because I'm going to go ahead and take this handle down a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of handle work here. It's good grain orientation. And here's something interesting I want to show you. I think you guys will like this. Condor, without a doubt in my mind. Didn't check this out on the internet or anything. Condor and Marbles are the same company. There's no question that that's the same finish that's on that little Marbles axe. So, here we go. Wonder what I'm going to do with this one. You guys have seen this all before. I successfully blued the head, right? So, I like it. I like the way it looks. Pretty happy with it. We still have to put an edge on it, and you know, it still has its factory edge. But the handle, I got to make this fit my hand. I like a smaller handle, so we're gonna show you how I do that. I'm going to use a very aggressive tool, 36 grit on roll-lock disc, and this is how I'm going to start contouring it. Right? So, come on down here. Right. So I like the size of the palm swell. I'm going to leave a large amount of this palm swell in there, but I'm going to contour in here and probably contour a little further back here, and then definitely take this large bulbous area out. If you look at it from the back of the axe, you can really see how kind of thick it is there. So we're gonna get rid of a lot of that, and you know, kind of thin it out. I'm not gonna make it as sharp as the Gransfors Brooks is right here. If you guys that have them, you know that front edge on that Gransfors is pretty sharp, and I prefer a little more curve to the front. So, and I'll probably drop this palm swell down a little bit right here, because this will make a good carving axe. So, all right, suit up and get to work. I like the handle now. It feels really good in my hand. Now I'm going to switch over to the dual action sander. Okay, I've got my D8 and I've got some 80 grit on there. Let's mask up. What I'm doing now is I'm feeling it for high spots in the contour, seeing if there's any areas that need to come down, and I can tell that right here I need to work on this area. So I'll run it over that high spot until I knock it flat. Now if I would have just stayed on that, it would have just made it more of a flat spot. So you kind of roll it and round it. Never stop moving your rounded surface. It's all about feel. You know, I've been a body man for a long time, so I can feel my hands are sensitive to any change in the pattern of the product, and so I can run my hand up there, and it almost like paints a picture for me of what it actually looks like. So when I take my hand and I rub it up, I can feel an edge here, an edge down here, and then a little bit of a rounded edge here. Now we're gonna come up here and start working on the fawn spit a little bit. We're gonna put a chamfer on it. Beautiful. There's our chamfer, real quick, real easy. All right, now we're gonna hit the DA with 180 real quick. So we're stepping up so that we can remove the 36 grit scratches, or sorry, the 80 grit scratches. We use the 80 to remove the 36 grit. Beautiful. All right, she's done. Let's get some linseed oil on her, get her protected, and then let's put an edge on her. I'm going to use that puck and the strop, and then we're going to take her out. We're gonna turn her loose on some trees. Okay, so now it's time to start working on this strop, leather strop. So I have a piece of rough cut cedar, and this is off the sawmill, and I just chopped it down a little bit. And I don't have a saw here or anything, so yeah, you know, we're going to use an axe. We're going to split it. Pretty good. Ah, smells like a wonderful hamster cage in here. So good, so pretty. All right, we need to flatten this area out. You know, it's a little rough from the sawmill, so we'll flatten that out. And also, we're probably a little too big there, which is good. And you know what I'm going to do since I don't have a saw? I swear if I was ever on that show alone, or like one of the things I would bring would be my die grinder and an air compressor. Let's go ahead and make some marks here. I'm not eyeballing everything. Alright, that's my "you've gone too far" mark. I want to show you something. See how much space I have there? How wide that is? Just this Norton blaze. Isn't that crazy? Amazing. Alright, let's try to level it out. Sweet. Okay, now, how are we going to get this straight, right? So we want a straight edge on this. Come on down here. Beautiful. there we go. Have a nice flat edge. Looks great. It's right to my line. And I didn't have a saw, so I had to do what I had to do. Okay, so we know that this is going to go on here, about there, and then we want to put a handle on here. So, just make a couple of marks. Okay. Let's grind out a handle. Okay, feels good in my hand. It's really flat. That's great. So now I'm going to stick this leather on here. 45 seconds. Y'all counting? You should be. Not rocket science. Now, I'm just going to slightly chamfer these edges on this leather. Alright, I want to get my compound on here before I do anything else. I want to coat this in boiled linseed oil to protect it, but I don't want any of that boiled linseed oil getting on my leather. So I'll just overload it with compound. You don't need this much compound on your strop, but I'm going to use it like a seal to seal out. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to use a towel because I'm going to be close up here. I don't want to get any on my leather, so I'm going to run that line right next to that leather. Alright, get close to this side. It's like Christmas, all that red and green. All right, we're one step closer to sharpening our axe. Hoping all sharp, but I don't want to damage it on the puck. There we go. That's why I put a handle on it. I think we're about done. I cut my strop. Wasn't careful. That means it's sharp. All right, let's try your arm. Oh, I need to start bringing shaving cream, huh? Yeah. It's scary when I do this. All right, that'll work. I have good friends. Okay, she's ready to go stick in some wood. Well, we have one more step. I've got it a little bit dirty with my hands. I don't care. This is my axe, man. I finally get to have one that I've patterned and I get to use my own, so I'm so excited about this. So we're going to go chop something down in the back. Let me get some boiled linseed oil on there first. Oh, let's get that away. Yes, sir. My gloves were a little dirty. That'll do. Okay, getting ready to ship some stuff out. This one's going to Anthony. This is his. It's all done. Let's get that pattern back in there. Beautiful. And I did finish this axe. And I finished the handle. That was hard. I had to make that handle. And what makes it so difficult is the way that it slides in from the top. Because the top of the eye is so big, you slide it in. And just give it a little push. And it's done. It's hung. And it won't come out. It's a good tight fit in there. And I did leave some of that bluing on the back. So this goes to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. And this handle is awesome. It took a lot of work. But excellent grain orientation the whole way down. And yeah, just a very interesting handle. I've never hung one like that. But it worked out very well. Here is our for sale axe. And it's finally ready to go. I had to polish this one. Man, I just couldn't get the shine out of it I wanted. Steels are different. This one polished up like no problem. And as did the marbles, it polished up great. But I had a lot of problems with this and it's still not perfect. So this sheath is for shipping purposes. I just knocked together a quick cover, a quick mask for it. So it just kind of pops on. Nothing special about this at all. I didn't stain it. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't want a button in there. I didn't want it to scratch, so I made it a little tight fit. It won't come off. If this video is up, this axe is for sale right now on Etsy, and the price is $200. So there you go. Like I said, it's not perfect. The shine, I think, isn't quite as good as this. I can see some imperfections in this guy, but it's still beautiful. And so there you go. We'll get that shipped out as soon as possible, but I'm boxing these up, and I got to say goodbye to them. So I'm getting ready to box this axe. And here, now I can kind of show you, since I have someone helping, how you would put your axe on. Drop it in, and then take it and just push it down a little bit. Now it's in there. It won't come off onto your hands. And it's wedged outward, right? And there's a lot of meat on top, and that's what keeps it from slinging off the edge. I mean, it's a good fit. It took me a long time to get it done, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. All right, Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This one's coming to you. And Anthony from Honest Reviews, that one's coming to you. And whoever wants this axe, it's coming to you. I got to clean the handle up a little bit on it, and we'll probably be shipping it out. I'd assume we'd probably be shipping it out, you know, I'll have it ready to ship Monday. Thanks, guys.